5 foods that you can eat big quantities of without gaining weight. Hey guys, what's going on? This is Abdul right here, aka Attofit, your fitness coach and the person who's trying to spread around as much positivity as possible. This is a little complicated, right? So today I tried to bring you food that is high in volume and low in density so that you can eat big quantities of these foods without gaining weight or with controlling and managing your weight as much as possible. But the type of food that I'm talking about is big in volume and full of nutritional value, makes you feel full, that you won't need to eat more than your body requires. First thing we have, and my personal favorite, is oats. Now a lot of people are gonna come to me and go like, yo bro, oats is disgusting, I don't know how the hell do you eat it. Maybe that's the way you're cooking it. Maybe you don't know how to cook oats, because a lot of people, they just add oats to water and they just boil it and they eat it. It's like eating raw rice, and who the hell just boils rice and eat it? It doesn't taste as good, so you need to make as much additives or as many additives possible to the oats to make it good. Why do I personally prefer to have oats, especially in the morning? Because the normal grain oats, the small grain oats, I'm not talking about the whole grain big oats, when you put it like 100 grams, I'm going to show you in a video right now, 100 grams inflates, it becomes so big and it's so good, especially when you are trying to lose body fat and you're trying to lose weight. Okay, so right here is 80 grams of oats. Can you imagine? This is 80 grams of oats after adding water, a little bit of almond milk to it, and stevia, of course. I don't just like do oats and water on its own. Of course, it's gonna be boring when you do it like that. Some people add a little bit of dark chocolate to melt inside. Some people add cocoa. So you always have to be creative. And you always have to use, for me personally, I prefer using the small grain oats, because the whole grain oats really doesn't inflate as much as this one. So this one is my favorite when it comes to making oatmeal. So guys, I really recommend you to include oats in your breakfast. My personal favorite stevia brand, it's like so close to the taste of sugar, and it doesn't have an aftertaste afterward. The nutritional fact is perfect, it's really good, and also it doesn't spike your insulin. It's pretty good for people who have diabetes, for bodybuilders in general, for people who just want to stay healthy in general. So if you are interested in getting this brand, it's available in Libya. You can contact Attofit Nutrition. I will link the page in the video so you can check it out. You can find the link in the description box below as well. Okay guys, and also the nutrition value of the oats, it's pretty dope. It has a fair amount of protein, it has complex carbs, it has a lot of fibers, and the fibers are really necessary, especially for people who are trying to maintain or lose weight. It also has almost only healthy fats as well. So what the hell are you waiting? Make oats one of your priority breakfast meals. Now number 2 is the toast. It's my personal favorite, also in the breakfast and at lunch as well. Best thing about the toast is that you can have up to 4, 5 and even 6 pieces depending on the weight of the toast, and it will basically have between 40 to 50 grams of carbs. Moving on to the toast. Honestly, this is my favorite brand of toast, especially here in Turkey. I don't think it's available in Libya yet, guys. If you are interested, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can provide it through Attofit Nutrition. But anyway, this brand is good because like what I have right here is 85 grams, which is basically like 35 grams of carbs. So this can be pretty much enough for almost all people who are trying to cut. I think it can make you full in one meal, right? So for me, I have up to 6 pieces even when I'm cutting. Wow, right? And it's pretty good for me. It contains a lot of fiber as well. If you check out the nutritional facts, you'll see that it has like 6 grams of fiber, which is not bad. It has 37 grams of carbs for 100 grams. So here we're talking about like 35 grams or even less. And it has a good quantity of protein, like 12 grams of protein. So I have 10 grams of protein here in the 85 grams. It's pretty good. So if you don't like oats, or you don't know how to cook oats, then I really recommend you to include the French toast in the morning. Now, I personally prefer the whole wheat toast because it has more fiber, so it's a little slower in digestion. It might have a little bit more protein, which means more calories, but it's really worth it. So you can include up to 4, 5, even 6 pieces of toast in your meal, which is something very, very good. Also, the nutrition value of the toast is not bad as well. You have complex carbs, you have protein, and a little bit of fat as well. Number 3 is the potatoes. The potatoes is very, very underrated, and I personally prefer potatoes anytime during the day, maybe except for breakfast. Sometimes I have it at breakfast as well. Now, potatoes doesn't have a lot of protein or fats, but it has complex carbs in it. The carbs in the potatoes are slow in digestion, which is something really good. And also, the best thing about potatoes is that if you fry them using the air fryer, not using the normal frying method, you will have a very big quantity versus very low calories. I will try to show you in a video how does it actually look like. So feel free to include potatoes throughout your day, at lunch or at dinner, if you have space in your calories and in your macros. The potato, it's so good because you can fill it up like this, and this is basically 200 grams of potato. So we're talking about 35 grams of carbs. I make it with the air fryer, which means that it doesn't have a lot of fat, maybe 5 grams fat max to cook the whole thing. In 100 grams of potatoes, which is basically a very good bowl, you have bowl, you have 17 grams of carbs, which is like 200 grams of potatoes. It can fill up a very big bowl, and you will have like 35 grams of carbs only, with no fat or protein. Now moving on to number 4, which is sweet potatoes, the little sister of the potato, little sister or brother, I don't know, I think it's a female. Sweet potatoes, it's much better because it even has less carbs. So it has like 12 grams of carbs, and the carbs in the sweet potatoes are not simple carbs, which means that it takes it more time to reach into your bloodstream, which is something really, really cool, right? So make sure to include sweet potatoes. The best thing about it, because it's sweet, you can even have it in breakfast, enjoy it with I don't know, whatever you want to enjoy it with. Basically for me, I either boil it or I put it in the air fryer. It's good. Okay, so here basically is 200 grams of sweet potatoes, which is like pretty good, like for the bowl that it is fitting in. It's made with the air fryer, so it doesn't have a lot of fat in the making. It's pretty good. As I said, like this bowl has 25 grams of carbs, which is like 100 calories. I really can't believe that, like almost 100 calories, because it doesn't have a lot of protein or a lot of fat. So we're talking about 110 calories max. This is a really good recommended source of carbs for you guys. Number 5, last but not least, and the thing that most people usually used to think that it's unhealthy, including myself, which is the popcorn. The popcorn is very, very underrated, honestly, and I left it at the end because I wanted to talk as much as possible about it. Best thing about popcorn, I'll show you a video of 50 grams of popcorn, guys. 50 grams of popcorn is a very big bowl, and when you look at the nutritional value in the popcorn, it's dope. It has very good amount of protein, fairly good amount of protein, with a very good amount of carbohydrates, which is complex carbs as well, and a high amount of fiber with very low amount of fat. And basically all the fat in it is healthy fat, almost all healthy fat. So popcorn is a very good choice for a snack for people who are trying to maintain their weight or lose weight. It's basically 50 grams. All of this is freaking 50 grams, guys. So what you have here is like 130 or 140 calories for a meal. Just one quick tip: when you are trying to make popcorn, just try not to add a lot of additives to it, because the only problem that people always usually make is adding a lot of fats and a lot of oil, a lot of sodium, a lot of salt, which makes the popcorn unhealthy. adding butter and adding a lot of sweets, which makes the popcorn unhealthy. But the popcorn itself, if you try to cook it using the microwave, I don't really recommend the microwave, but you can just cook it using the normal pot or pan. You can just put it there and it's gonna cook by itself. So enjoy popcorn as a snack. If you're trying to maintain weight, it will make you full almost all the time. Guys, I hope this video was informative and helpful enough for you, and if you did find it helpful, please give it a thumbs up so that more people can watch it. And I hope that it's not too noisy around me, but I really feel more comfortable talking about these videos right here. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also feel free to check out my coaching websites if you want a plan that doesn't make you feel hungry all the time, deprived. So feel free to check out the link down below in the description box to see my website. Until we meet again in a new video, make sure to stay fit and peace out.